Welcome, friends. Welcome to today's Reconsider It live stream. Best live stream you're gonna see all day. And here on this live stream, you are gonna get a Tinkering in the Studio edition. Man, it's gonna be so good. We are gonna be hanging out in the studio today. I'm building a new palette. Right now you're hearing some new sounds that I just slapped together quickly before the stream began. Just so we have something to listen to during this warm-up phase. We're getting the blood flowing. But we're going to be building up this new palette. This one is tuned to the key of D. For my musician friends who like to play along, who like to jam along, this is tuned to the key of D. Speaking of my musician friends, right now, the man himself, our regular viral beats is in the house. My regulars know how these Tinkering in the Studio streams go. If you are new to the Reconsider It live streams, welcome. You made a good decision joining us. Here in this warm-up phase, I am going to celebrate our togetherfulness. The fact that we are here together doing a thing and it's for real and it's not an act. Here's what I'm gonna do. You are invited to join us. I'm gonna grab my drink. Where is my drink? Here it is. Here's my drink. Grab your drink. To our friends like Viral, who are joining us live and in the chat, grab your drink. To our friends who are in the live but you are not in the chat, grab your drink. And of course, to our friends who are joining us after the stream, watching on replay, please grab your drink. You are also part of this. I'm gonna count up to 3. I'm gonna clink the screen. You are invited to join the rest of us as we clink along to celebrate our togetherfulness. 1, that's really good. The count up is just doing very well. 2 is good. It's very nice. This very exciting cheers moment on 3. Clink. Cheers, my friends. Man, that is so good. As I say, I always get this physiological feeling from cheersing with you. It's always this very good experience that I literally feel in my body. And I say, thank you for being here. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please share this video. With a friends and things that they would like. I'm going to continue building up this very exciting beat, but build up the palette, the collection of sound effects that I put together in order to make the voices that I use to make the beats. And so far, you've already heard what I got. Again, my regulars know that this is all vocals. If you are new to the Reconsider It live streams, everything you're hearing is made from vocals. I do have a synthesizer down here, but it's not on. No lights or anything. The protective casing is on. That may not be as obvious through the camera here. I probably will use the synth later, but first I'm putting together the beat fully and the sound effects that I'm using to make the beat. Enough talking around that. Let me get into it. I'm going to get into it right now. So here's what's happening, my friends. We got the bass and one of the sound effects. And for my 505 people who like the details on all that, the bass is made like most of my basses are. A guitar to bass fed into the electric, which is the tuner. This one is then fed into a sustainer. It was sounding a kind of low. And then fed into a reverb, an ordinary reverb. That's the bass. This other sound over here, the one that I use to have most of my beats are made out of two of the same voice, either at a different pitch or like pronounced it slightly differently. What would you say, a register? I'm not a trained singer. I don't have such vocabulary. But anyway, this voice here, this one is made out of a synth, fed into the electric, fed into the HRM Auto. Now, I don't know what HRM Auto, but I think it's a harmony. That is a guess, because that's what it does. It's an auto harmony or harmonizer fed into a tape echo. And now I'm going to build on these based on I don't know. It's going to be a little random. I don't know what this palette is going to sound like. Most of what I do in this capacity, making beats and such, there's a lot of chaos and randomness in it, and just like, oh no, let's try this. My studio albums are not quite like that. When I put out a studio album, I listen to the song like over and over and over and over, and I'm like, oh, I need to make this minute little tweak here. This needs to move slightly this way. This is like 1/2 of a dB off. But the improv stuff, that's like one take random chaos. So let's do that. Let's do some one take random chaos in creating a new sound. I don't know what I'm going to do, but let's start playing around. I'm going to go off the speaking mic, and I'm going to go into sound effects. Let's do it. Right now, there we go. There we are. Sound effects are disabled for the moment. At this moment, we are graced by the presence of All True. Another one of our friends, a regular to the show, to the community experience. So as I'm building up this new beat, or this new palette, as I begin to build this new palette here, that is tuned to the key of D, I have now added this new voice here, which I think is heading in an okay direction, but is a bit too loud. And I think I may need to reconstruct it from a fundamental level or start over. Or there's one other option that I could do that I thought about doing. Let me try it. I could make this voice here, this one. I could make that play a different role than I was intending it to. So I'm going to try that. Let's try that. Let's see. So I think the answer is yes. I think the answer is yes. That's the problem with using the same mic for just talking to you versus recording into the loopers. Is that twice in one stream? Twice in one stream, very close to each other. Talking with the sound effects still on. I think this is good. I think it's still loud, but I can work on that some more. I think that's a good use of this sound effect. This voice. I think that's good. For when I remake this, not remake the beat, but reuse this palette to make a new beat at the end of the stream, which will probably be within approximately a half hour or so. Now with that one in place, there's one final voice to cobble together. And what am I going to do for this? Question mark. Pull this other one back in again. So that became a lead. That layer I just made a moment ago became a lead. It was meant to be more of a supporting layer. So that means the next thing I make will be more of a supporting layer. That's what the palette needs at this point. So, let's see. I don't think I described it before regarding what I made that out of. That is to say this one, the newest one. For my 505 people who want those details, This is made out of a distortion fed into, or not fed into, a distortion type overdrive fed into electric, fed into a tremolo, fed into a roll. A roll 1 to be precise, because there are 2 rolls. So the next one needing to be more of a supporting layer. I think I want to... I might try a preamp. Where is that? I don't know where all of them are in the dial here. So sometimes I'm like way off. Oh, here it is. Good. I was going in the right direction. Okay, a preamp. I think I'm going to try that because that can work well as a lead or as like a vibey, like a vibey McVibington. You know what I mean by that? Do you know what I mean when I say vibey McVibington? Should I use that terminology? It's like a vibey McVibington. So that new voice that I just came up with, this one. I like it. Not as awesomely interested in this other one though. I still think it's got too much of a loudness to it. I like the roll. You know, it's hard for me to... I gotta dial back on the roll. I feel like I overdo it with the roll. So I'm gonna redo more on this voice here. This one wasn't really... I feel like it's going in a good direction, but not really hitting it. So let's go back to that. Oh, by the way, I didn't say what this one was made out of. The newest one I just made. So for the 505 people want the technical details, this one is made out of a preamp, extreme lead type, fed into electric, fed into the auto harmonizer, fed into a reverse delay. So I'm going to go back to the other... Yeah, this one. The one that I had to roll with. It's just too loud. I gotta mess with the distortion. That's the bass sound effect that is, you know, giving it most of its character and loudness and everything. I'm gonna go to a different type. It's on overdrive. That's the loudest. So let's start by changing that. I'm gonna go off the talking mode of the mic and now go into purely the sound effect on the loopers mode and get this, as I say, distortion, something other than overdrive. Let's see. Let's just do it. Here's the best part. The way that sounded now, where I just messed around with the distortion, I moved it from an overdrive into a fuzz, if you're a 505 person. And as soon as I did that, I'm like, oh, this is what I was originally trying to get it to sound like. So, I think there was it yesterday? There was another palette of mine where the way I typically use the sound and the output effect was inverted. So why not do that again with this? I'm building a new one. So this, I'm gonna start feeding into the roll. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. trying to remember how I configure the roll. There are 2 rolls. I'm confident it's this one, but I might be wrong. I also... Man. Let's try some more. My verdict is the following. I'm sure you will find, I'm confident that you will find my verdict to be fair. It may or may not be exactly what you wanted to hear. Here's my verdict. I feel this palette has room for growth, but it does have a balance to it. So I think this is an okay version 1.0. version 1.0 for just the voices themselves. The time then moves on to the finishing touches, namely panning, and we start in the drums and output effects. Then that's the palette. We'll call it a stream at that point. I'll quickly remake a beat, but let's not get ahead of ourselves. First, we got to do some panning right here in the drums. What do we got already in the panning? What did I inherit from the source palette? The kick is 2% to the right. I'm going to flip it to the left, 2% to the left, just to be different from the source palette. The clap you're hearing is 8% to the left. I'm going to keep that for two reasons. Just to be different from my own pattern of always needing to be different from everything. So I'm going to keep it to honor the heritage from the past. Also to experiment at the same time, because usually I put my kick and my snare on different sides, or the kick is in the center. But this time they're both on the left. That's different. Look at all this experimentation I'm doing. I'm happy with it. Now we got these. The shaker things are 24% to the left. They're going to the right. By the way, this part of the stream is best experienced with some headphones on. They're 22% to the right at this time. The exhale is 14% to the right. That's going way further out. It's currently 60%. That's too much. Here, let's bring in the other drums. Yeah, that's not bad. 50% to the right. The exhale is. So we got kick is 2% to the left. Snare, 8% to the left. Hi-hats, 22% to the right. Exhale, 50% to the right. Beat repeat is always in good shape. No need to modify that. Low pass filter exactly how I like it. Nothing to modify there. Then we had a delay. Now, here's where I'm a little torn. I do like this delay because I've recently been experimenting with delay on the percussion like this. Just like a really tight, it's a 30-second notes right now. That's as tight as it goes, as the looper goes. So on one hand, I was already thinking about doing this for this palette, but is that because I'm doing it too much? I mean, I clearly did it on this source here. I think I might have to change it for the sake of changing it. What do I want to do beside a delay? Maybe that. Tape echo. Tape echo doesn't let me sync to the beat, so I'm not thrilled about that for percussion. But then again, maybe I should do that because I'm not thrilled about it. Yeah. That's kind of the effect I wanted anyway. So a very tight tape echo. Nice. Yeah. I'm happy with it. So now the next step is to move on to the top looper, where I got the melodies and such. Bass is always to the center. Nothing need to worry about there. So let's do the ones that flank the bass. From the source track, I inherited the one that's going to the left here. 18% to the left. This one to the right. 30% to the right. I'm gonna change those kind of randomly, but minding the drum panning also. So let's see. I'll take the one on the left. %34 to the left. The one to the right. The one on the left, 34% to the left. The one on the right, 12% to the right. I've only done that kind of big split like that one or two other times in my palettes. So it's good to have another one of those in the rotation. Now we have this one all the way to the left here. What's this one? 76% to the left. Man, that's dope. That was 76% to the left. It's not bad where it is. I'm gonna bring it in a little bit, just for the sake of, nudging it a little, but it was pretty good. Then we got this one all the way to the right. 54% to the right. This probably can go a little further out. Not bad where it is again. I might actually bring it in a little bit, but then again, the other one is. I see All True says in the chat that listening on the headphones is much more delicious. Yeah, there's always some panning going on. I think this panning's not bad. Maybe I'll move it out one little notch just for the sake of it. 56% now. Take that, normalcy. So that's the panning, which I think is pretty good. So we'll do some output effects in the top looper up here. Beat repeat. So the beat repeat and the filter, looks good. No complaints. Then I got a reverb. I think that's not bad. I'm not complaining about the reverb. Might even tighten it up so it's like a tight reverb. Pre-delay, hell yeah, let's put some pre-delay on. Pretty happy with that reverb. Then there was a slicer. So we got the slicer on the end there. Happy with that slicer too. I built it up earlier because these layers, I wasn't happy with these layers without the slicer. So I put a slicer on them and I'm like, I'll just leave it like that. But at this time, my friends, with that slicer in place, and knowing I can do different actual loops when I record a different version, I think this may be the conclusion of this palette being built. The sounds are good. It was multiple things went in a different direction than I intended them to. I think we are in the mode where it's time to destroy everything quickly. Oh no, wait, oh no, I want to hear it one more time, oh. Destroying everything quickly, saving the palettes, and then rebuilding a new beat, which is going to sound very different, even though it's using the same voices. Oh no, the palette's being destroyed, the little beat, oh no. Where, no. Alright. Okay, there we go. Time to save everything, let's do it. All right, my friends, that is a success. This is great. So you know what that means now that I made this new palette. The time has come to use it. So I'm going to quickly make a new beat. We will celebrate with a very exciting cheers moment. And man, what a successful tinkering in the studio session this has been. Got a new palette and everything. Now I got 34 palettes. This is great. Let's do it, my friends. I'm going to build a new beat. Let's see what this one's going to sound like. at this point, having rebuilt a new beat here, having slapped together some new thing, I'm open to discussion regarding whether this is the dopest beat I've ever made, whether these are good melodies or anything. But the palette itself, the sound effects and things, I think those are in pretty good shape. This one over here to all the way to the left, I feel this one is still a bit loud, so I'm gonna have to tinker with that some more. But as I say, a version 1.0, yeah, this is good for a version 1.0. So this becomes my 34th palette, which is really exciting because of the following reason. I went down from a B down to this is a D. Now I have a D flat and a C. Then I'll have 36 palettes. 3 spreads of a quote-unquote octave. So I'll have 3 different palettes for each major key tuning. Then I'm going to do a round of evolving them, which I think is due. There's this most recent round of 12, which have never been through a round of revision, have never been through a round of evolution. Definitely do. Because there have been 1 or 2 times where I went to use one of them and I'm like, oh man, this is hard to use. I don't always know what I was thinking when I made a palette. Because I only have not the greatest level of awareness of what I'm doing with my voice always. So sometimes I forget what I was doing when I was making the palette. And then I go to use it later, I'm like, what was I was thinking about starting to record like this a little bit. That way I can hear myself without the headphones on. I don't know, maybe I'll do that. I know there are some headphones I could get that allow you to press a button to hear your surroundings. So maybe I could even get one of those, perhaps. In any case, my friends, thank you for being here today. Thank you for being here for this very exciting Tinkering in the Studio stream. This has been a success. I am going to grab my drink and celebrate this success with you. Here it comes, my friends. I'm going to count up to 3. That's what I'm going to do. And when it reaches 3, when I get to that point in the count up, I am going to clink the camera. I am going to clink the screen. You are invited to join the rest of us as we clink along to celebrate our togetherfulness. Man, it's going to be so good. And it starts off, of course, on 1. That's nice. That's very good. And then it comes 2. That's very good. It's very familiar and it builds up and it's really beautiful and wonderful. On 3. Clink. Cheers, my friends. Oh man, that's good. That is good. Whew. As always, I have that physical sensation I feel. That's just such a relaxing, good, warm, reassuring experience that I have with you. This cheersing moment we share. It's so good. Please like this video. Please subscribe. Please leave a comment. Please share this video with a friend who would like it. I hope to see you in the next live stream, my friends. I see All True was making a comment. I'm going to switch to a minor key. The loopers themselves can only tune to a major key. But in principle, we could do something like where, what is it, like you shift it down a couple steps? 3 steps, is it? C major is the same keys as A minor, is that right? So in principle, I could do something like that. In any case, I hope to see you in the next live stream. My regulars know that we do these Tinkering in the Studio streams in an unscheduled manner. Whenever I happen to have an hour or 2, we'll hang out. We'll dwell on a beat for a half an hour or an hour. I didn't wind up using the synthesizer today. We often do in a tinkering session. In this session, we made a new palette. We do that sometimes. If you are subscribed with notifications enabled, it will be very easy for you to join us in the next Tinkering Around stream. My regulars know we also have another kind of live stream, Loops and Chill. Whoa. Loops and Chill streams are different. Loops and Chill. We do an hour of one beat after another. One beat and then a beat, a beat, a beat, a beat, a beat. Different palettes and everything. That's what I was building tonight. I'm building a palette for improv and using. Join us for Loops and Chill on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Wednesdays and Saturdays for Loops and Chill. And until then, my friends, please have a very good rest of your day today. Please let the rest of your day today bring you all sorts of joy and joyful enhancement. Please let the rest of your day today bring you a lot of healing. Please let the rest of your day today bring you benefits and profits. Please let the rest of your day today bring you all sorts of growth and evolution and expansion in all sorts of beneficial interpretations of those words. Please let the rest of your day today bring you to new levels. Let it bring you to new levels you thought for sure weren't going to happen today. But they do. And they bless you. And I will see you in the next Reconsider It live stream.